Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Final Whistle podcast. I am here today joined by all four of us. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity as always. Today this episode is proudly sponsored again by Top Threads. I got Bunny getting the United jersey. Um, we also got the PSG kid. George is wearing a different a different Chelsea jumper.
Let's go.
And Nath rocking that City kit, as we all know, and he should be proudly wearing it. If you guys haven't seen the other episode, Chelsea lost 3-1 to Man City, and for some of you that maybe haven't seen it, me and George were talking about how our chances could have been. How high our chance, like how we thought the game could have probably went down, but obviously we got certain donkeys in certain positions, so we didn't expect that. For me, if none of you have seen the TikTok, which is down below in the description, I went on a little mild rant a 5-minute rant on TikTok where
Crashing out.
it's just, George, what's your thoughts?
What are my thoughts, man? Like, we sat there, we were G'd up, we were hyped. We're like, you know what? We saw them play against PSG. Oh, Maresca already knows this. If he looks at PSG and we play the exact same way, we're gonna slap him. What does he do? He gives them a game plan. He's like, the same way you played against Spurs, play against City. The boy said, yes, boss. And Sanchez said, not today. Yeah. that's what happened.
If I speak on these players,
You know what it is? I can't just blame Sanchez, but
I can't just blame him.
Unfortunately, the world I live in today, I am just blaming Sanchez. Okay?
I would like you to know, okay? I would like you to know. Okay. Before I get on to the video, Lath, what are your thoughts?
Like the positive side, negative side.
Whatever. There shouldn't be any negatives with your team.
So the negative side, I think we should have scored more goals.
See?
Yeah,
I actually
that's
agree.
my negative
I actually
side,
agree.
right? But as well as you guys should have been 2-0 up in the first 10 minutes. Palmer should have taken that shot. I don't know why he tried to sweat it to Nico Jackson.
Because he believes, bro.
He believes.
He needs to stop believing, bro.
Bro, how many games has Palmer played this season? How many chances he's had? Does he usually sweat it to Jackson, or does he take that?
Everyone would say when you look at that chance, he should have shot that. I understand. The pass wasn't the best, but if you see the replay of that chance, yeah, you know what a striker would do? He would shoot that with his left foot, bro. I've seen so many strikers who just leap onto the ball and shoot. Not take a touch, wait for Sancho to come and get the shot blocked. I know Palmer should have shot. I understand this. But it's literally a clean shot.
Could have killed the game in the first 10, 15 minutes. Understand that. Because of that opportunity, you guys you got rid of that opportunity. We decided to pick up our game because we were sloppy the first 15 minutes. We were rubbish. Kusanov, I feel sorry for him.
I do as well.
Because it's a lot of pressure for someone who's 20 years old to come out against a big team like Chelsea in the Premier League to straight away. He's never played a minute. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't know what to expect.
They instantly started him, you know.
Even
like
me, I was a bit confused there.
Like surely you give him a couple of weeks, some training sessions, and then he gradually comes back into the team after like some substitutes. But like just instantly putting him on, like you gotta feel bad for him.
But me and Leif had this same exact conversation literally the night before the game. Because he was like, "No, we have to start them. Like, we have no choice.
We have
to play them."
Diaz was injured. Stones just came back from injury, and Ake's out. So who are you gonna bring on? Akanji and who?
Like he had
Walker
to play them. And in my head, and I literally thought, I was like, "Bro, if you play them, we're gonna slap you because they have no idea how like your defense plays." But
you know what it is? I sat there I said that, you know what's sad? I think the person who had a fantastic game, honestly, and especially for your first ever game, and I'm saying for the only two people, bro, Marmoush was deadly. Marmoush was deadly. I understand he was offside twice, but bro, he was very, very good and very effective. The offside goal, it's alright. He scored. I understand, but even the early shot that he had hit, I think it was offside as well. But like, it just shows the high line was working.
He had
The high line was
chances.
working.
4
Yes.
or 5 chances. Like you think about it, for someone who's just come in, and he fit that system so
Yeah, he
perfectly.
does. He does.
Like those runs that he was making behind Haaland,
Yeah.
it was ridiculous. He could have scored like. Honestly, I think he tried to show off a little bit by taking. I think there was a chance where he was trying to go for power. Then
Yeah, it was the
basically-
first one, the first shot.
yeah, get your first goal. Don't go for power. He's trying to get like a banger for his first goal. But anyways, if he can do that against Chelsea, imagine like these lower tier teams. You know, for example, I'm not gonna say Bournemouth. Bournemouth is actually decent right now. Yeah, like Southampton or someone. He'll be running in left,
Yeah.
right, and center. It's so
Well,
good.
let's see what he does against Arsenal first.
Don't worry.
I want you to know this, yeah. I want you to know this. This team, yeah. Get ready, folks. Lock in. This team, yeah, that I support. Leading up to this game, we had 1 win in 6. 1 win in 6 games. Yeah, and the 1 win was against Wolves. The other 2 results that we drew against was against Palace and was against Bournemouth. Yeah, and we lost. No, we didn't drew. We drew against Everton. Yeah, we drew against
Yes.
Everton. We drew against Bournemouth. We lost to Ipswich. We lost to Fulham. This is where I have to sit here and generally say, what is the problem? Oh, actually, you know what? I'll answer my own question. The problem is these stupid directors that we installed in our club, that we have brought into our club, yeah? He has significantly bombed my club. He's come in, they've deleted everything that we have done for the past, before these 2-3 years that we had. Okay, do you want to know 3 days ago, 3-4 days ago, that day, 3 years ago, we signed, I think 3 years ago, we signed Thomas Tuchel as our manager. Yeah? We signed him as our manager. In the 13 months he was there for, he won us 3 trophies. He won us a Champions League, he won us a Club World Cup, and he won us a Super Cup. So why am I now thinking the new owners, they're looking at what they done. They looked at what the whole structure of the club was. Post Abramovich, yeah? From Abramovich when he started till now. And you saw the club and you thought we should go to become a project club. We are an established club. No, we're not a... Brother! In 20 years we've spent almost God knows how much. We can't be doing this. I'm going to speak about something. The game today, the high line was working. The problem was we weren't pressing as... The man-to-man press we were very like well known for this season was not there at all. There's people... Okay, we got the early goal. I was very happy. I said, okay, you know what? If we can just exploit this 20-year-old who just got... In a span of 5 minutes, he gave away a goal and a yellow card. Bro, just keep going. Just make him lose his mind. Try and get him unbalanced. Try and do something here. But you know what's the sad thing? He picked up his game. You know, later he blocked the Jadon Sancho shot. He bodied Jackson off the ball proper. He said, "Get off." How you're a 20-year-old centre back who just gave you the goal? Later gives you a proper a shoulder.
Can I add on something?
No, that goalkeeper.
I'm not allowed to.
Do you know? I genuinely think when You know, when you see you have $1 billion, this is how you don't give money to children. You have $1 billion. Your first thought is to get the third choice goalkeeper from Brighton. You have people on the market like Gregor Kobel from Dortmund. You know what? It's sad to say, like, I wouldn't even give a damn if we had gotten Onana, if we had gotten a Diogo Costa, if we had gotten a Kobel, if we had gotten someone. And bro, give me Kelleher. That's a backup keeper who's better than a third choice and our first choice. This guy, in his entire career at Chelsea so far this season, has given 5 errors leading to goal. Kepa, who we scrutinized for being a rubbish keeper for us, in his entire career of playing for Chelsea, he gave away 4 errors leading to goal. But this guy's been there for 40 games, okay? And he's given away 4. Kepa's done it in his whole season. Bro, there's no way you see that. And and not only that, you see that game, and you're still thinking of going to get Garnacho. It's for 60 million. For 60
Wingers,
million.
bro. You guys need wingers. That's
Need
the problem.
who? We don't need another winger. We don't need it. We don't.
Listen.
Levi had a rubbish game. Trevor Chalobah actually looks like our best centre back. So then you look at what the director's done at the start. They got rid of him. And you know what I feel? I feel for Maresca here. Because I was thinking about it after the game. I done everything I needed to do. I came back home. And I'm thinking, I'm sitting there. If you give a world-class manager this team, I don't know what I'm trying. Okay. Iraola, look what he's doing with, Bournemouth. That team is significantly, the players, each players are worse than our players. We got people like Palmer, Caicedo, Enzo, Sancho, Nkunku, these kind of players we have. Iraola is winning 5-0 against Nottingham Forest. We barely scraped the draw against Nottingham. Iraola is going and beating teams like that, like we struggle against. It's the sad thing. We gave Ipswich their first win in the Premier League. No, I think it's their first home win in the Premier League. Because you know how sad it is. It's that I'm watching my team. Kukurea had a bad game. Reece James was probably the only other player that I can generally say had a good game. Caicedo had a good game. Enzo, the man marking that I thought his instructions. Man mark this guy.
Was ghosting.
Okay, and let me tell you something. The one thing, George, I saw you shake your head at Reece James. Bro, I'm telling you, his job was to just stay on Marmoush. But this donkey, Moni Madueke, I don't care if you scored. How dare you not even think about doing your job? The whole point you've been doing this season is you track back, you come in, you're staying in that line while the other winger presses with the other attackers. You let Nunes play the ball in to Gravadio or whoever got the ball played to. You let Gravadio, then you don't even track his run and let him score 1-1. That second goal, you're letting Edison get an assist again. You stupid keeper, you idiot! What are you doing? You're gonna raise my blood pressure. This guy does not know what he's doing. Our midfield, there was a lot of stuff like, okay, and the only other person I need to talk about, and then I'm done with this. That man up top, no matter how much grace I can give him, no matter how many times I back him this season, there is no way this guy just gives me the biggest spit to the face and just doesn't want to do anything. I don't give a damn if he assisted this game. You need to score your chances. You need to score. How are you letting Gravadio, he's a left back, out attack yous? How are you letting him? He looked like a striker. He should have had a hat trick. I'm sitting there. I'm generally in awe and how bad we actually gave it away. And you know what's even sadder is that how are you sitting there and still thinking we want to give away Nkunku to either United or Bayern. If we give him to United and we get Garnacho, I'm gonna shave my bald head because this is killing me, bros. I can't. How am I sitting here? Okay, this is what you need to do. You need to sit down, my sporting directors. Sit down, and look at yourselves in the mirror, and generally think, what am I doing here? Maresca has done what he is laughing about.
Just
We're laughing at your crap club, bro. You guys lost badly.
If we
Pictures
do
I
buy Garnacho, I promise you guys we will give
I'm
you
not shaving my
a
head.
live video of Zaia'S shaving his
I'll
bald
put it
head
live.
as he has promised us
Yeah.
in this video.
I said
Two
if
days,
Nkunku
2
goes to
days.
United.
Yeah, so that's what we're saying. If that transfer happens,
If that
we will
happens,
make it
I promise
we'll
we'll
make it a
send you
live event for
Yeah.
you.
I'll
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
You
I will
will
do
see a mass fight, Juan. You
And
will
then
see.
we'll
I'm saying
mix
the
and
two.
match with my bald head.
Adding on Nicholas Jackson, by the way, I saw a video on Twitter that Uzbekistani defender, I don't know what's his name, bro.
You know what Diego
You know what he went?
Costa?
Costa?
You know
He
what
He
Diego
went up, he was
Costa
like,
would have
he's like,
done to
heads
them?
up, heads up.
You know what that man would have done to this
Yeah,
kid?
yeah.
He
He's
would have
like,
spat on him. He would have spat on him,
Do you
bro.
know what Diego Costa would have done to that child?
He's-
You know what he
Michael
would have
Jackson's
done
the guy.
to him? Jackson went.
Yeah,
What?
straight up.
Diego Costa would have smelt the fear coming out of that kid and kill him.
Have you
Kill
seen
him.
that?
My striker.
You go for that
Have you
shot.
seen that video on Pepe? How he takes his snot and throws it at him. That's Diego Costa. That's the strikers you need. He's going there. Yalla, boys. Good
And
job.
you know what's sad? We're linked to another 19-year-old. The oldest player in our team is Tosin Arabioyo.
He's
He's
28.
27, my brother. 27. How are
Oh
you
my
27? You're the oldest player in my club. And I'm stuck it. My experienced
Yes.
goalkeeper is Robert
How old's
Sanchez.
Bettinelli?
He doesn't week in, week out. Like he's like playing in the match day squad. He's a
fair
backup
enough.
keeper. He's the backing of keepers. Here's one thing. My most experienced goalkeeper is Robert Sanchez. My most experienced centre back is Tosin. My most experienced midfielder is probably Enzo Fernandez. My most experienced attacker is Nkunku. But I'm stuck here. I have to watch my team struggle against the shittest City side I've seen in 9 years, and we let them get 3 points. You guys are this is not fair. It's not fair on us, on me, on George. Screw this Barney guy and this guy on the left.
It's
But
very fair.
you're finished.
It's very fair on us.
Very fair.
Listen. If I was
You
with you,
deserve it. I
Zaya,
promise you deserve
Yeah,
it.
I don't want to bring up our certain score, Juan.
you'd get a hug from me.
I don't want to. You don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
And then,
Hold on,
and
hold
then
Tick's
Don't
on the table
touch
now,
me,
Zaya.
don't.
anyway,
Don't
let's
touch
talk
me,
about
don't
the
touch me.
positive side of the game. Okay?
Haaland had a great game.
He did have a good game. I was going to
Haaland
say
had a
that.
great game.
People will say, oh, he didn't do anything. But
His hold up was
his-
crazy.
His positioning, his hold up, his
Yeah,
everything he
his hold up
did,
was crazy.
those runs by Mamouche was because of Haaland. You know?
Bro, the Foden goal, he held up the ball so well. It was literally control pass. Foden was through on goal and he scored. It's just,
It's okay.
I need better. I need better because if we don't make Champions League, if we don't win a trophy, if we don't challenge for top 4 properly, if we don't go into games, and if we don't get players that actually want to play football, certain players in my club will leave. Caicedo, if he does not see Champions League football or titles, he will leave. Enzo Fernandez will leave. For a
40,
player
50
like
million.
Levi Colwill, if other clubs want him, he will leave. Cole Palmer, if he leaves, my club is going to be the same as Sheffield.
Wait.
My club will be the same as Sheffield.
Palmer's going to come back to City.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I feel like Chelsea have a mentality problem as well, bro.
De Bruyne is going to leave and they're going to look at it.
Bro,
and they're gonna be
Barney,
like,
we are the
Musiala and
youngest
West too
squad in the
expensive.
league.
The thing is,
We're the
bro,
youngest squad in the league. Where's
you know what pissed me off? Like in the beginning of the season, how like you guys were close to Liverpool, very close, and you like
2 points?
the players were saying, "We're not in a title race. Put yourself in that title race."
Yeah, but that's
Pressure
You can't put
yourself.
yourself.
But you
in.
can't put
You
yourself.
can't put
But
yourself.
every game, the expectation is
You can't.
we have to win. Hey, bro, in an interview, Mariska came out and said the objective they told us was that we have to hit top 4. Title charge is not a necessity.
But we don't
just have to
need
get
top 4. Like,
Bro, that's
But then
very
when you
the thing
see
is-
that,
Can
when
you
you
wait?
see that, how are you playing Robert Sanchez a goal?
The thing is, you don't even need top 4 to make Champions League this year. The way the coefficient spots are working, even
obviously.
5th gets you Champions League.
Yeah.
Even
So, like,
six-
top 4
six-
isn't like...
You know 6 can as well.
Huh?
But like,
There's a possibility 6 can, I'm pretty sure.
No,
It's
no,
very
If,
low, but
if
yeah,
the English
even...
team,
It's
if
low,
the English
yeah.
team wins Europa League, a 6th team, like 6 seed, can go into it if
Yeah.
they don't make top 4.
But
So,
the
for
thing
example,
is...
if Spurs win Europa League and Chelsea come 6th, let's
Yeah.
say Spurs will never win a trophy. But if Chelsea comes 6th, I'm pretty sure Chelsea can make it based on coefficients.
Yeah.
We can.
That's
we
the
can.
way it
Imagine
works.
one
You
six-
see.
yeah.
So,
6 Premier League teams in the Champions League is crazy.
but the thing is, like, the goals we conceded, it's just mistakes. And,
It
like,
is.
that's why I don't care. Like, I'm not hurt as much as Zay is. I don't know why. But, because for me, it's like, if they just have experience, like, in 2-3 years' time, when they mature and they stay in the same squad, they will be a top side. And even if you're impatient and you don't want to wait for that, Zaya, that's how it works.
Bro,
that's,
my brother,
that's what we are now.
2-3 years is too much.
It's
Brother,
not
we've
too
been
much.
in this
It's
project for
actually,
3 years
do you know
already.
why it's not? No, do you know why it's not too much?
you on
Because
about?
it's not too much because in our first year, it's not even our first year, by the way. We're pretending like the season is over and that's it, we're dead. We're still in this first year of the project where we probably have Cole Palmer and a decent team around him. We're in the top 5, which is way above any of our expectations at the start of the season. We're still in the FA Cup. We're like 90% chance of winning the Conference League. And we're competing with the big teams. Like, we're not getting steamrolled 4-5-0 against Liverpool, 4-5-0 against... Last year we lost, what was it, 5-0 against Arsenal away from home? Bro, we're not losing like that anymore. We're not getting
but
battered anymore.
You're
That's
not
progress.
looking at, yeah, but that's progress. And the fact that you have to think about it like this, my bro. You're saying we're in our first stage of our project. We're not. The first stage of our project is when we got rid of Tuchel, we got rid of our experienced players, and then we continued. When Pochettino
I never said
came,
we're in the first stage of our project. I said
Bro.
this is the first year we've had a decent team around Parma.
yes, but
That's what I said.
here's what I'm
That's
telling you now. Here's what I'm telling you. Palmer will not be there if we don't challenge well. If we don't
Yeah,
get
but
into
you're
top four,
pretending.
if we don't
You're
get into
saying
Champions
it.
League.
You're panicking in
I'm
a
not
way that,
panicking.
like,
If he
No,
leaves,
no.
he leaves. I'm just not
no,
gonna be a Chelsea fan.
you are panicking because you're saying all these players are gonna leave if we don't. What's it called, bro? The season is not. We lost one game against Man City.
But my
Chill.
brother, it's not that.
Chill.
It's not that. You have
There
to
was
look at
no, like,
It's not what
and
chill.
you're- and,
What do you want
and
me
the
to chill
thing is,
about?
and the thing is, you're saying
got
like the
19
performance.
there.
You're saying the performance was terrible. I don't know what. It really wasn't that terrible. If you look at the performance, if you watch with your eyes, maybe we looked bad, but at the end of the day, the stats were the same. They were
Look,
similar. They were
The
really,
stats,
really similar.
It's not,
okay,
I'm not sad
And-
about the performance. I'm angry
and-
about the players. That's
it
all.
doesn't matter.
The performance
The
is
thing
fine.
the players you're angry about are the wrong players. For the third goal, Colwill was literally touch tight on Haaland.
Yes.
If you watch it, Chalobah was the one who was lost between, do I go for Haaland or do I stay back?
You have
He
to-
was
you-
literally caught between, and you're not calling him out. Reece
You're not
James,
because he's been.
Reece
he
James.
actu- yeah, here we go.
Here's the thing. Reece James, I don't care if he was told to stay back. The entire argument we've had with Reece James is he's an amazing defender and he can attack. What kind of fullback stays back all game? He's our captain. He needs to push up. He needs to do something. He needs
So
to put
what
some
game
crosses in.
What game did
He
you
needs
watch?
to do something.
We don't play with Reece James as attacking.
I don't
He
care.
can't.
No.
Well, I don't know
He
what you're
can-
on about. Kukurea was
Okay,
the most
he
furthest
can-
up.
Exactly. So you need to call him out for that.
What?
You're saying he
You can't call him, man. That's a Maresca thing.
But doesn't Gusto push up?
No, because Kukurea will stay back.
But Gusto does push up, right?
Gusto's a more attacking. Obviously, that's a
I
different
don't care.
profile player.
Okay, so why not? So why
What?
doesn't Reece James say, I'm the captain, it's not working with Kukurea, I'm gonna start pushing up, I'll tell Kukurea to stay back for at least 10 minutes, we'll see what happens.
No,
That's the
because
thing.
he can't.
These players-
Because you know
no,
this. You know he
we
can't.
No, we don't know he can't. We
Yes, he
always
can
say,
because you can't
no,
if you attack
we
small.
always we always say Reece James can attack as a fullback. The thing is, also remember, you're dealing with professional footballers, okay? Just because a manager has told them to do something doesn't mean they lose their head and they say, oh no, the manager told me I can't move, I'm not going to move.
Bro,
They
you're
need to
telling
take
me-
responsibility themselves and do something to change the game. When he saw that Madueke is not tracking back, yeah, he needs to call him out for that. The only
did.
reason they scored
He
their
literally
first
did.
goal, the only reason they scored their first goal was because Madueke was right wing back.
Which
He's
is
not
how
supposed
we've been
to be
playing.
there. No,
Bro, what
no,
are you on?
no,
Yes, all season
no.
we've been
The
playing like that.
No, but the goal, if you look at the goal, the entire defense line was up.
Yes.
Madueke
So that's a
staying back.
Madueke fault. But that's what I'm saying.
Exactly,
But that's yes, but
exactly.
Maresca
So
plays
Reece-
that all season, my brother.
I
Watch
don't-
the
thing is-
games.
yeah, but the point you're telling me to watch the games. The point is, you do not sit there and you say, "Oh no, the manager told me to do this. Even if we lose 5-0, I'm gonna keep doing the same thing." 'Cause
Bro,
the
you
manager
can't
said-
tell Reece
No,
James to push up and attack because of his
you
injury
can.
problems. You
I-
cannot.
okay, if he's injured, if he's that injured, don't play.
Bro,
Don't.
it's not
Don't
because
play.
in the three
If you
in the
can't
and
operate,
bro
don't
when
play.
when we transition, Reece James does not go up. Reece James is the only fullback that tucks in. Kukurea last game, literally the same thing before City. He literally was up. He scored the goal. Reece James was tucked into that 3.
But Zaya,
We transition
you
like
don't
that. You're not
understand.
looking
You
at
don't
it like
understand.
that. You're acting
You don't
like Reece
understand.
James. Reece James
You
locked
can't-
up Marmoush.
No, he didn't lock up Marmoush,
Yes, he
bro.
all he did was, bro. Every run he tracked. Every one
No,
he
he
tracked.
didn't. No,
Because-
he didn't.
Yes,
you
he
just
did.
said, wait, hold on. Literally, what is it? 20 minutes ago, you said Marmoush was the craziest player on the field. 20 minutes ago.
He had a great game, but every time
Okay,
he went from that
so-
Reece James side, he didn't make runs. He made runs from the right side where it was Levi and Kukurea. That's where he was going from. The right side from that play,
He scored 2 goals that were offside. We got lucky.
which were
And
all
he did-
away from
and
Reece
he-
James's
no,
side.
But he kept making runs
What are we
even
doing
from
here?
Reece James's side.
No, he did
You-
not.
you-
I literally
you-
watched the
no.
game. He did not. You're not
Bro.
looking at. He tracked every
Bro.
run.
Okay. Then this plays into what I'm saying. Marmoush is not making runs from your side anymore, Reece. He's making them from a Kukurea's side. As a captain, tell your team,
Sorry, sir.
Kukurea, stay back for 5-10 minutes. Just stay back. Let me attack. Let's at least make Man City think of something else. We can't just keep playing the same way and then we get, how did we lose? What? You done the same thing for 45
My
minutes
brother,
and then
we-
you've done the same thing for the next 45 minutes. Obviously, you're going to lose. Change your thought process.
You're not
Change.
going to change it if this is how it's been. If we
Oh my-
beat Spurs, listen, if we beat Spurs like that, like you said, we played the same thing. All season we've been playing where the winger drops back. That's why Sancho is played so much because he does the dropping back. If you see the way we press, one winger drops back to enter and it shifts like this, which then the other winger
Say,
presses with
I know
Palmer
how
and
we
Jackson.
play.
Yes, so
I know how
you're
we
saying
play.
you're saying Reece James and Noni
I'm
Madueke
saying
Madueke dropping
change.
in. You can't, but he does
But
change. He
here's
adapts
the
to
thing,
every
he did-
game.
But I'm saying, like, I don't know how you're not seeing it. Just because something worked in the start of the season, you just said we've won 1 game in 6. That means it's not working anymore. So that means even if Maresca's saying something, I'm not saying ignore it completely. I'm saying just switch the point of attack. That's it. There's literally nothing wrong with that. And the crazy thing is I'm saying just for 5-10 minutes, not for 90. For 5-10 minutes, just do something different, just so Pep sees something different in the game and he tries to adjust to it. Okay? It doesn't have to be a very obvious thing that Maresca tells them to do. They are professional footballers. They need to take responsibility themselves. That's what I hate about us right now. They are so dependent.
Obviously,
on,
experience
no,
is what we
Maresca
need.
said, no, Maresca said,
Yeah, but
I don't care what
experience is
Maresca
needed.
said.
I understand what you mean. Maresca
And Reece James as the captain is experienced. He is experienced.
Oh,
He
man.
needs to make that call sometimes. Maresca cannot run on the field on the 37th minute. It's not park soccer. We can't fake an injury and he can run on. Reece James has to be like, I'm the captain. We are not comfortable right now. We're going to switch something at least till half time and then we'll go back and we reset. But no,
You by
everything
yourself,
is
you said we
Maresca said,
played
Maresca
well.
said.
Bro,
Huh?
you said we played well. Apart from the stats, we played well. It's the mistakes. If that means if the system had worked,
that's what costs
and the
you.
small mistakes has costed us, then that means we shouldn't have changed anything.
But
Every
those
goal that we
mistakes-
every goal we conceded was mistakes. The
But
first
that's what
one,
I'm saying. Those
yes,
mistakes.
but that means our system wasn't the problem. It's our players.
No.
Yes,
But the
it literally
mistakes
is.
don't-
You said it.
Wait. The mistakes don't happen if you at least give people a breather. If Kukure is running up and down, he's gonna
He's been
make a
doing
mistake
that all
eventually.
game.
Yeah,
Or he's
but
been
he's
that
gonna
shut
whole
up.
season.
Zaya, but you don't understand the point. The point is, if he keeps running up and down 80, 90 minutes a game, at one point he will have a game where they just exploit his side every time. That's why I'm saying you have to have moments in games, some portions in games where you take the pressure off. You say, Cuckoo, chill. You've had 5 games of running up and down. Chill for 20 minutes. Get your breath back. Okay? And then we'll continue doing what we're doing. That's how mistakes happen out of tiredness and lack of concentration. They don't happen and how the other team exploits those lapses of concentration. If you're having a player run up and down for 80 minutes, obviously they're gonna make a mistake at some point. That's why you have to change.
The funny thing is, there has been 23 games in the season, and Kukureya has been doing that shit all season, and
Yeah.
he can do it.
And he got exposed.
He
That's
did
why
not
I'm
get
saying-
exposed. The 3 people that got exposed was, you said Trevor Chalobah, what you said, I said Levi Colwill, I said Noni Madueke, Jackson, and obviously Sanchez. Those are the people that I said that costed us the game. Sancho, we say, well, I say, and a lot of the Chelsea fans say, he's good, he will take on his man, this is what we needed. He didn't even take on Nunes, who's not even a fullback. Jackson didn't finish your chances. I back Palmer so much. I know he didn't have the best game, but what can one man do when you've got 10 other donkeys behind you? This is what I'm telling you. Our system did not change. The way we... Bro, and you know what's funny?
Yeah,
The
you
first
have to
game we
change.
versed against... We don't have to change. We
Yes,
just
you
have to...
do.
No, you
No,
don't.
you-
How
we
do you
have
change
one
your
win.
formation? You don't
Zaya,
change your
listen,
system.
Zaya,
23
we
games in the season.
Zaya, we have 1 win in 7 games.
But
You
you're
cannot
disregarding
sit
the
there-
entire start of the season. I
No,
know
no.
I'm
Do you know-
contradicting
do you know
myself
why-
right now.
do you know
but
what
I'm saying
disre-
that.
Yeah, do you know why we're not disregarding the entire... You're taking it the complete extreme. No one is saying change everything. No one. You're saying that. We're saying tweak. Just tweak.
He does though.
Yes.
Are you sitting here and saying Maresca doesn't go with a game plan each and every game? You know,
All he does is switch players. That's
No, he does
it.
not switch plays. He actually tells them to do. How many times did you see the season where we didn't touch the ball, or we played a mid block, or we told a certain player do this, or we said I've overlap or underlap? There's so many games where I've generally seen us do different kind of game plans than I did see at the start of the season or preseason or whatever he adapts it. Remember, before he came, Leicester, when he was at Leicester, his keeper Hermanson played into that back 4. This year, he doesn't trust Sanchez enough for him to play him into that back 4, even though he says we fully trust him. That's all bull. You have to say it if you're forced to play with these players. Obviously, you can't come out like a Ruben Amorim and say these players aren't good enough. Like, bro.
I'll give you the best example, Zaya. You saw, obviously the goal you guys scored was a mistake from us, right? Kusanov was not, all there for the first 10, 15 minutes. What happened within that time? Because you guys were all over us. Bernardo Silva decided to
obviously.
step in
He's
and
there.
drop back. So
Yeah,
you
obviously.
need someone like that. What he's trying to say is you need those little
Yes,
tweaks.
but you need a more I know James has the experience. You need a more experienced, proper winner, proper player. Like imagine this whole time, the players that we got rid of, that we could have kept, that we could have needed. Like for an example, I know I was the first one cheering. Sterling is an experienced player. Thiago Silva is an experienced player. These kind of players you need. My brother, you want to know something? Every team that we've had, I'm going to tell you this. Every team that we had, especially, let me tell you, as a striker, every striker we had a good backup behind him. Who is our backup striker? Is a player that isn't a striker. He's a cam. So, and now we're going to go and get a 19-year-old Bayern Munich player who wanted to play for Bayern, but now we're thinking of getting him. Or John Duran. Tell. Or we're going to
Tell.
plan to get Duran. The one thing I like is the pressure and the asking Maresca to adapt and change little stuff for games, bro. He got us second, better than what Poch did, and people were putting on Poch for this kind of stuff. I'm not putting on Maresca because I think the way we play is good. I'm saying the players are not good. And Maresca probably knows himself, bro, he does not want João Felix. He does not need a João Felix. He does not need these other random players. The Sassy, the people like these kind of players in his squad. He doesn't. He literally genuinely doesn't. But in my opinion, I'm just going to end it by saying we need to seriously think about who we're getting, because if we don't, more people will go. And the more people that will go, the people that we desperately need to stay will leave. I have a different point of view to George. Obviously, George has a different point of view to me. But it's because I've seen our team actually struggle for 2 seasons proper. And we were winning the Champions League pre-Todd Bowley. So that's the only thing I can generally say. The fact that we had to go into a project squad after winning the Champions League, and we were third that season after we won the Champions League, and then going and sacking him, and then bringing Graham Potter, and then Lampard and Bruno, and Lampard and him. I don't know.
Well, does this mean Maresca will get sacked then?
No, he won't get sacked because they fully trust him. It's just they don't trust him with the players.
They said the same thing with Potter. They said the same thing.
They never trust, bro. They said 6 months, in 6 to 8 months, they trusted him. They saw they're losing games. Maresca's not losing games. Maresca got us to top 4. He
hasn't won a game in 6-7 games.
You guys haven't won a game in God knows how long in 13, and then you start trusting. But why don't you sack any other manager in the league? If they had that kind of result, that you're going to be sacked. Don't talk to me about your bold manager.
But Pep's won like 5.
Yeah, obviously he has credit in the bank. But I'm saying if that kind of results happened in a what's it called, in an Arteta kind of standpoint.
Yeah, because Arsenal haven't won. Yeah, because Arsenal haven't won 5 Premier Leagues. That's a completely different. It's a completely. But
you're saying that's what I'm saying. Late is saying, would they consider? They wouldn't. They wouldn't.
I'm trying to say that because Maresca's only come in this is his full season, right?
No, there's like 6 to 8 months in this season.
But it's going to be his first full season.
Yeah, in the Premier League. Yes.
Okay, if you want to say this project, whatever, with Chelsea. Is he going to be there in the picture next season?
He will, 100%.
Like midway next season.
He signed a 5-year contract.
Doesn't matter.
He has, bro. If you generally think that Maresca, Chelsea are considering to sack Maresca, there are people that actually need to sit there and watch us play, because it is not his system. It is actually his system, and him got us to the top 4 at the start of the season. It is now the players, and there are times where I do say. But the one thing about Maresca, he doesn't use his subs well. And there are some players that he will back to the end of the world, which I generally think it's just a board thing where, like, we got these players, you have to back him. We got this player, you have to use him. It's the same thing with Potter. Potter came out and said, what do you want me to do when I have 40 people? So I'm saying, give him time. Obviously, it's his first season. Yep. And he's doing well. And you want me to be honest with you, before this slump that we had, we were the best attacking team in the league, in my opinion, apart from Liverpool. So, for you, well done. Congratulations, you guys won. But we need to get better players. We need to buy players with the money we spent. Like, how are you getting Mbappe on free, and we're trying to get Sancho and Noni Madueke and all this bullcrap.
Smart investments. They've made deals. That's how they work around all these rules, regulations.
Yeah, but... So, I hope you guys enjoyed that rant, but we're going to move on. And I actually have a really like a question I want to ask. It's an interesting question. Do you guys think there is a top 6 in the Premier League? Because if you look at the results, back then we would say the top 6 would be Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea, United City, Liverpool. And Liverpool. Right?
No, I wouldn't say what you're saying back then. Like, how far back then are you talking?
Like I was saying before...
10 years ago.
Like, for the last 10 to 15 years, I would say. I'd say that was... Even span of 20 years, whatever. Those were top 6 teams, like the big dons of the Premier League. In the span of 2-3 seasons, we have seen the lower teams, the mid-table teams, bossing some of the big 6 teams. For an example, this is the biggest score that I've seen: 5-0 Bournemouth against Nottingham Forest. And Nottingham Forest, people are thinking they're gonna get top 3, top 4. Is teams like Spurs and United getting 11th place, 15th place, and even Chelsea, even at one point we were 12, and like Arsenal going up but slowly declining. Not slowly declining, but they have their slumps as well. But you see the bigger teams coming up, like the Brightons, like the Newcastle, the Villa. Now obviously you got the Nottingham and the Bournemouth. What do you guys think? Because I think, in my opinion, that's what makes a league interesting, where not every team is just bossed around just 2 or 3, or in our case 6 teams. But now that there's at least maybe 11 teams in the league, or you got some teams that have that nice purple patch and they'll come up to like the 10th place. So what do you guys think? I think, in my opinion, the top 6 isn't really a top 6 anymore. Now it is
The top 4.
I think it's like a top 4, but there's other teams that would like to show that they deserve to be there. What are you guys' thoughts? Barney, I haven't heard from you all episode.
By top 4, what do you mean? Don't say Chelsea.
Like, what do you mean, don't
Honestly,
say Chelsea?
don't say Chelsea.
What do you mean, don't say
No,
Chelsea?
no,
Because
because
United and Spurs.
don't say Chelsea,
gonna-
don't say Arsenal. It's only City and Liverpool.
In the
If you're
last
saying
10
it's
years,
top
do you
two.
want
In
to
the
start
past-
now? Do you want to
In the
start now?
past, in the past, say 5-6 years.
We won the Champions League in
Or
those
won
5-6
Champions
years.
League. Yeah, when's the last time you won the league?
So?
2017.
Yeah, so?
They've been
Weren't
Okay,
they-
but you're saying
they were
in the
the last
Premier
two-
League. We're
no,
not talking
Liverpool
about
was
Champions
Yeah,
League.
but
bro.
what I'm saying, in the span of the 10 to whatever God knows how many years, there's been people only talk about the top 6. I'm saying right now, in this day and age, do you think that the top 6 is now generally at top 16?
For me, I still think it is. Do you know why? Revenue is important. Money spending, the way they spend money, the way their stadiums are, how iconic the teams are. For me, that is still a top 6. Like those 6 teams are always going to be in the Premier League. I don't think any of them can get relegated. If they do, it's a big shock to everyone.
Like, if we
Then look at me, yeah.
If we look at the league table
look at
right
you.
now, in the top 6 is Liverpool first, Arsenal second, Nottingham third, Man City fourth, Newcastle fifth, and Chelsea sixth. Back then, it would literally be Liverpool, City, let's say Chelsea, United, whatever, blah 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 blah. It'd be like that kind of top 4. Even in 5th and 6th will probably be Spurs and Arsenal, or Spurs and us, or Spurs or whatever. But now you got the teams like Bournemouth coming up, Villa. Bournemouth are the same points as us, and they're a point behind City and Newcastle. And then you've got United, who are 29 points, and Tottenham 15 points. And the teams in the bottom category are Palace, West Ham, Everton, Leicester, Wolves. Those kind of teams. The only 2 teams where I'll say, okay, fair enough, is Ipswich and Southampton. But I'm saying like the teams that we say, bro, Tottenham being 15th is crazy. They've just picked up their 12th loss of the season.
Yeah, how many injuries have they copped
Tottenham
this
have been
season?
very unfortunate.
But-
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
It's not fair to say that on Tottenham this season, to be honest.
They got
But- but-
over 10 injuries.
Yeah, honestly, the defense is like, I don't know, like injury ridden. But like for me, bro, it's literally, it's not even a top 6. Like, okay, we have those 6 teams that are there always, right? For me, the Prem is literally 2 teams.
For
It's
the last
Liverpool and
8,
City.
9 years, yeah. I
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
it.
For me, it's literally whenever someone says Premier League predictions, I always go for one of those 2, because I know that those 2 are top teams with top managers, with top fans, and top everything. They're the ones who, as a Madrid fan, I get scared of playing in the Champions League. Maybe not so much Liverpool, but City,
Hey.
I do like.
I want to say before you guys, the last time you guys lost at home was to us in the
No, it
Champions
wasn't.
League. Yes,
No,
it
it
was. Go look at it. Go look at it.
We lost to Milan this season.
I'm saying before Milan. I'm saying,
Yeah, but
it
did,
was
did
us.
we not win the tie?
We won the Champions League that same year. You lost to us. I
I promise. If you won the Champions League the season, you guys the 3-2. You know what I'll do? I'll break my Nintendo Switch right now.
The season that we actually we lost
Pulisic
that
scored the
game.
winner,
Yeah,
didn't he?
Exactly.
No,
No.
That was at our
No, Benzema.
yeah, that's
Benzema
what I
header.
mean,
How
that's
Rudiger
what I
Break
mean.
slipped.
the switch.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Break the switch.
Don't come with me with fact checks, bruv, about Madrid.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a top 2. It's not a top 6. It's like La Liga. La Liga's reserved 3 teams. That's it. Even for me, West Ham. Premier League. You'll see City in front of Arsenal this season. You'll see it. It'll happen. It's going to be a top 2, City, Liverpool.
All right, yeah. So, in my opinion, I hear it. But what about you, George?
To be honest, the problem with these teams like Brighton, Forest, Newcastle, and Villa now, the thing is, they are only up for like 1-2 years, and then they sell their best players and they fall off. Or their manager gets taken and they fall off. So it's always going to be the only teams that can manage their best players getting sold or their manager getting taken. Well, they don't really get taken away, their managers. They get sacked more. Is those top 6 teams that you said. Like, no matter how bad Spurs are doing now, you'd still back them to finish in and around that 6th spot. Aston Villa are copying it now because of Champions League. I don't think they've won a single game after a Champions League game this year. It was like a crazy stat like that. Like they've lost every game after a Champions League.
Yeah, it was
like
like 8-9
they've had.
games they didn't win a game in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bournemouth and Forest, okay, they're doing great, but are you telling me that Forest are going to be able to keep Kluivert if like City come for him or Liverpool come for him?
Forest could
No.
Bournemouth.
No,
He's
yeah,
leaving.
Bournemouth,
He's
sorry.
leaving.
Like,
now.
they wouldn't be able to keep players of that caliber. Like
It's
even
all about this. You got to realize
Yeah.
football is all this.
and they don't
Yeah.
have the money. They don't have the money to keep these players. No way. Imagine like Madrid can come in for an average player. They'll be like, bro, we'll give him 200k a week. Average player, average. You think first they're going to be able to pay one of their best players 200k a week without copying it? They'll be like, okay, we'll pay Justin Kluivert 200k a week. Not Forest, sorry, I keep saying Forest. Bournemouth. They'll be like, okay, we'll pay Justin Kluivert 200k a week, but we have to sell Evan Nilsson now to offload it. Like they can't. They'll stay up there for 1-2 seasons max, and then they fall off straight away. Southampton was actually one of those teams, if you remember, a few years ago, back in the Kante Hazard era. Southampton were the ones that were always challenging. Mane, Van Dijk, Jose Font as well. Like, they had a team. A proper team. But look where they are now. They literally got relegated 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago. Like, they fall off really quickly. That's why. When it's top 6, for me, I see it as like, for me, in everything, I always see longevity. Past 20 years, bro, always top 6. It's always 80-90% of the time, it's the same. Just different order.
Yeah.
I think the best
It's just
example is
there's a consistent top 2 if that's what you meant, Barney.
Yeah, that's
But
what,
there's
like
that
right
6.
now, it's just
When
Liverpool
you
and City. Yeah.
when you hear Premier League, you hear those 6 teams. You know, as soon as like if you ask someone who knows about football or anything, you tell them, "Oh, do you know anyone from Premier League?" The first 6 teams they'll probably say is, you know, City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Spurs. Those are the 6 teams. So, I mean, you get the occasional Evertons and Bournemouth, but that's how it is.
I think Leicester City is the best example, to be honest. They win the Prem, they get relegated a couple seasons later.
They're like 1 season wonders.
Yeah, exactly. It's just they're gonna be there, but you're gonna see the big sharks are gonna come and get their players and free fall.
Yeah.
Because even if you think, like, for an example, with Bournemouth, they got rid of their star striker, which was Solanke. That money, they went and bought Evan Nilsson. But he's not doing the best. But you're seeing that there's the Kluiverts, obviously recently I think it was Otara who just got the Semenyo
Utara,
who got a hat-trick just recently.
Huijsen as well, their centre back.
Huijsen
He's
is
going to get bought
crazy.
straight away. He's getting bought.
Yeah.
He's gone.
But think about, like, and do you think a manager is more of the influence? Because I think about this. Right now, in my opinion, Brentford, their manager is the main reason why Brentford are doing good.
Yeah.
I would say Mbeumo is there, Wissa is there, whatever. It is.
It's the system.
But if Thomas Frank leaves and he goes to a much higher team, like a team in Europe, or even if I don't know, if like let's say Ange leaves and he goes to Tottenham or whatever, or if something happens to United and whatever happens, it would have gone, or like whatever, any big team. Would Brentford will go and they get themselves like a Steve Cooper who then comes in and he just does worse?
He
You know what I
washes
mean?
the team, drains it.
You know what I mean? So I think, in my opinion, the top 6 thing, I agree on Barney's point, but I feel like anything is up for grabs now. Because last season, we wouldn't expect Villa to go top 4 and get Champions League football, who the guys are in now, which I think they are in. I'm not sure if they're in the top 8 bracket. I'll double
No,
check.
they're not in the top 8. I
So
don't
I
think.
think they're in the top 20 or.
Yeah, they're in the
just-
top 16, I think.
They are. Villa are actually 9th. They're tied with Leverkusen, who are 8th. So it just shows where anything can happen, anything is up for grabs. And like for example, a lot of people still think Nottingham will probably get top 4, but it depends on how it goes for other teams. Because in my opinion, I'm gonna say this now, I don't think United and Spurs will make it to top 6. I think what I'm seeing and the certain games and what I'm like, even me, I'm slowly kind of like, I don't know if we will make top 4. I think if we just keep how we're playing, then yeah, fair enough. And maybe if the mistakes aren't doing the worst. But for example, the teams like City, bro, who we thought won't make it, but then now they're top 4. And it's scary to think, even Arsenal, Nottingham, Bournemouth, Newcastle, anything can happen. So, but I hear the George point where any team can come for anyone. Like, who knows? Maybe Isak might go, and there goes Newcastle. Or what if Cunha goes? There goes Wolves. What if Otara and Cliver and Semenyo go? There goes them. But for God's sake, if Chris Wood goes, there's no striker for Nottingham. You know what I mean? So I like the shout from you, Barney. I like the shout from George as well. I think for me, I think it's anything's up for grabs now because any team can go and win the FA Cup. Any team can go and get to top 6, top 7 at this point. So I don't know. I thought I wanted to share that with you. So yeah. So for the next segment, I just want to quickly talk about a preview. We won't spend too long on it because we did go along for the Chelsea one. The big game this weekend. It's a huge, huge game. It is City versus Arsenal at the Emirates, the mighty, mighty Emirates.
Yep.
Now, your team has been talked a lot on this episode. I mean, it's been mentioned a lot.
Well, I mean, you spoke more about Chelsea
Yeah,
than
obviously,
anything.
but like your team is the big team today. So, what are your thoughts leading into this game?
Well, to be honest, I don't know. It's Arsenal. They've always got a plan. Arteta knows City. Regardless, he knows Pep. He knows the system. He knows most of the players. It doesn't matter if Arsenal's playing bad or good. They always put up a game against us. Same for us. We can come out and actually play amazing. We can play sloppy the first 15 minutes, like we did against Chelsea. And then instead of just conceding one goal, could be 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, or vice versa. You know. But it's at the Emirates, and to be honest, I think Arsenal has more to lose than we do at the moment because they're closer. They're closer to Liverpool for winning the Premier League than we are at the moment. They need to win more than us, let's say. So I think we'll be more comfortable. They'll be more panicky, if you know what I mean. They'll be more pressured into the game. And to top it off, Marco Oliver's the referee. So Arsenal's going to be cheering because one of their players is going to get sent off probably.
Yeah.
But if Marmoush plays Kusanov, all these new players, and we played a similar system that we played against Chelsea, God, I think
What, mistakes? Is that your system mistakes?
Mistakes are the thing that's gonna give the win for each team. It's not gonna be a draw. It's definitely not gonna be a draw. This time, either Arsenal's gonna get their first win in like 10 years, or it's gonna be us battering them. So it's not gonna be a 1-0 or it's gonna be like a 4-1, 4-2 or something like that. Yeah, and it all depends from referee. The referee's gonna predict. I mean, he's gonna play out all this match, and at the end of it, if Arsenal lose, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Marco Oliver's done this and that." Oh, we're the only ones that get players sent off for these reasons, which is
Something
understandable.
will
because
happen.
Premier
There will
League's-
be an excuse from
Something
one
will
of the
happen.
teams.
It's that big game, and everyone knows something's gonna happen
Something's
in that
gonna
big
happen.
game.
Yeah. Something's gonna be like, oh, like Like how every time there's something happens with Arsenal, oh, like it's not fair, whatever. And then if something happens to City, oh, it's not fair. Pep's gonna start scratching his head. What about you, George? Because you are obviously neutral, as we are, both of us. So, or all three of us.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you think as a
I'm not.
neutral?
I'm not.
Nah, you're weird.
Yeah, yeah.
He's wearing a United shirt, and then he goes and
He loves Arsenal.
he was wearing a United shirt, and then he goes and it puts on them heavy duty. You're just weird. Just say you're weird, bro. Yeah,
I'm not,
continue, George.
cuz.
You're
I actually
weird.
like United.
Oh, continue, George.
So,
but to be honest, the way I see the game is like Arsenal and Chelsea kind of have the same strengths and weaknesses, which is probably going to help City right now because they're basically playing the same team but on a different level. So City played a team in Chelsea that play kind of like Arsenal. They have a good defense, okay, like a strong midfield, but a really not great attack. And then with Arsenal, they're going to get a really strong defense, a really strong midfield, and a not the most clinical attack, but they make chances. So Havertz is only going to get 1-2 chances against City. If he doesn't take those, City will punish them instantly. Like, because even the way I see the game, I don't think there's going to be as many chances as people think there will be. Like, I think it's going to be a really closed game because Arsenal don't want to lose, and City, like, they're not having the greatest time. Like they beat Chelsea 3-1, but again they sealed the game in the 86th minute. Like it wasn't like
Arsenal,
an easy 3-1.
Arsenal can't afford to lose. They can't
Exactly.
afford to lose.
So they're not going to
Like,
go
they're
all
not
out
going to sit
attack.
there and sit back, but they have
Yeah, but
to.
they're not.
Like,
They can't go all out attack because then they'll lose. They'd rather
can't fight for a draw.
than lose.
No, they wouldn't. Why
They
would
would.
you draw?
They would.
They're already like 9 points behind Liverpool. Imagine
Yeah. So
drawing
what?
the
They want to
game
be 12.
And yeah, no. But imagine drawing the game against Liverpool, like City, and then Liverpool's already 9 points ahead. They win their game. That's 12 points. You might as well give them the Premier League season.
Okay, so
You know what I
imagine
mean?
you go all out against City, you don't take your chances, and then you lose, and then Liverpool lose. What a waste.
Well,
You should have taken the draw. At least you gained 1 point.
I'm pretty sure Arsenal's not going to come out and go, okay, guys, we're playing for a draw today. No one
I'm
thinks
not saying
like
they're playing for a draw, but I'm saying they're playing not to lose. They would rather not lose.
Yeah, they'll get that one goal that you're saying, like they did against us at the Etihad, when they got the send off by Trossard, and then they were defending for their lives until Stones got that lucky goal. Perfect positioning, last minute goal.
Yeah, I've got
Same
striker's
thing's
instinct.
gonna happen.
Striker's instinct.
Same thing's gonna happen. But this time, honestly, I think Haaland's picking up his game. If he doesn't get pocketed by Saliba and Gabriel, it'll be very good for us. Plus, Arsenal's got injuries at the moment. They're struggling, and they had that Lewis Kelly.
He's back. He's back.
suspended. Oh,
He's
is he back?
Yeah, they rescinded it completely.
Okay, so does this mean same thing happens for Joao Gomez for Wolves? Because the same. It was
Joao
the same
Gomez
in
got sent off second yellow, not straight red. You can't rescind the
okay,
second yellow.
Okay. Yeah. Well, look, they're playing youngsters. They're playing more youngsters than us. You know what I mean? They've got two youngsters. What is it? Nwanyeri? I don't know how you say his name. And
He doesn't
and
start.
Lewis
Though.
Kelly.
He's just on the bench.
He started last game.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. It was him and Lewis Kelly.
Against who?
Odegaard against Wolves.
Oh yeah, but Odegaard was sick. I don't think he's sick this week. He'll be back in this week.
You don't know. You don't know. Anything
No,
can
I do
happen.
know.
But
Watch.
Haaland can get injured
He does
tomorrow. You know.
Odegaard
He
plays,
does,
bro.
But I think Pep's like switched on now with these new signings. We're hungry for this.
He's
And it's
divorced.
that second,
Everything's
and
set,
he's
man.
divorced, and it's the second half of the season. Pep switches on the
Divorced,
second half.
all that.
This is the A side for Man City, because we're not gonna lose or drop points from here. Maybe we'll drop points. I'm jinxing it right now. But let's hope. I pray that Man City wins this weekend.
I hope you guys don't, to be honest. Like,
I mean,
don't lose. I hope you guys win.
if you
yeah.
lose,
Nah.
Barney, anyways, you're not
you
a
know what we
neutral.
need?
You're just weird. So go
Straight
for
out,
it. Ask what you want to say.
We need Liverpool to win the Prem. We can't let Arsenal anywhere near it.
Why would you want Liverpool to win it?
We need Man City to overtake Arsenal. We need Arsenal to get to relegation this season, straight out.
Yep.
No,
That's
no,
exactly
I'm
what I
joking, I'm
meant.
joking. Honestly, I'm thinking it's gonna be a dead game, bro. I'm feeling like a 1-1 or something, straight out. I think
Bro, this isn't La Liga, bro. It's not La
What?
Liga. There's
No,
no.
no,
It's
we
gonna
don't
be like
chuck Vinicius
1-1,
and then racial
2-2,
slurs
something
come
like that,
out.
bro. Honestly, I actually have a feeling. Like, from I don't know. I just don't see Arteta's tactics being like they're not attack minded. They go into a shell. It's weird. They're weird. They're as weird as me. Straight out.
Yeah, you're weirdly weird.
Thanks, man.
Mark my
Do
words.
you know what else is
they-
weird? Chelsea winning. Anyway, continue, Zaya.
No.
Leif.
Mark my words.
You know what's
David
really weird?
Raya.
Madrid in the final against Barca.
David Raya is gonna be prime Neuer against us. I'm telling you, David Raya. He's a good keeper, but he's gonna have crazy, ridiculous saves. You're gonna be like, I haven't seen Raya play like this like since beginning of time. You know?
Raya plays well most weeks,
does
bro.
play
What do you
well, he does
mean?
play
Raya's
well.
probably the best
saying.
keeper in the league right now. The hell?
Nah. Would you say better than Sells?
Raya is the best keeper in the league.
But
in my opinion.
Sanchez can compete.
That guy, I would rather put George in goal. George.
Raya
George
is the
is
best.
6'7", by the way.
But wait. Raya is not the best keeper in the world
Feminist
in
as
the
well,
league.
bro.
In the league, yeah. Then who?
Pro
Alisson.
clubs.
Right now, this season, I think
Well, Alisson.
Raya is the better keeper.
Surely
I
Alisson is.
don't want to hear an injury-prone keeper is a bit like a mental health excuse, man, bro. And if I talk about injury-prone keepers, you have one of them. So
We literally don't.
okay, I see
Who?
Courtois 60% of the season.
You're actually like brain dead. You don't watch football.
Yeah, you are
You got
vibes
one
when you talk
ACL
about
and you're
football.
saying he's what
You
saying?
when you talk, he got an
He
ACL,
got
got an
one
ACL
ACL.
season
Yeah.
when he came back.
He got
What
one
kind of
ACL.
thing?
He came back. He won the Champions League.
He
He actually
literally
played
played
that,
the whole
bro.
season. He came to the final. It's like when Nathan Cleary doesn't play the whole season. He comes to the final and drops a
Yeah,
masterclass.
exactly.
But get out of here, bro.
It's cracked, bro. Straight out.
I'm
The fact that
gonna
you're saying injury prone, he's never injured, by the way, Courtois.
say this now before we keep going and we're gonna finish. Anyone want to give their early predictions? Me and George did this for the City Chelsea game. Obviously, in our predictions table, ladies and gentlemen, I am 4 points behind Barney, and Laith and George are like 2 or 3 points behind me.
Give you guys an update,
Yes.
which will be out before this probably.
Yeah, straight up. So we'll see how that goes. But I want to get your predictions for the Arsenal City game. Is that Emirates?
I want to see
Yeah.
what everyone
I'm gonna go with the neutral, which is George. What do you think?
Should I go for a stupid one or should I go for a proper one?
This counts for your results,
Oh yeah, true. It does. Okay.
so be careful.
I'm
I
gonna
just said
go-
it doesn't count and then say it counts. You said
gonna go
6-0.
3-2 Arsenal.
Oh. All right, let's go with the weirder.
Get it? Do you know why? Wait, real quick. I want to see our own goal in the 90th minute from a corner against City. I just want to see it. Because Arsenal haven't scored a corner in so, like, I don't remember seeing one in so long. I want him to do it against City, like 90-something minute. That
What
would
about
be
you,
sick.
weirder?
I'm excited he gets
You know,
them.
look at, you know, so
I'm
I'm
trying to
talking
think of something so I can say
see,
to it.
you know, so I'm talking
I want to roast him, cuz.
You say,
I can't
18
wait till
mil
I
City.
I shave your bald head. Listen, I'm gonna go for 2-2. There's gonna be something dead, bro.
He's
Some
sitting on the
Arteta.
fence.
This
Yeah.
Arteta, 11 in the back. I don't know what. Last time I saw it, was literally
11 in the back.
this one.
Yep.
To attack.
I can
What?
say it. Surely I can say it. No, I can't.
Happy. So 2-2 from Barney, 3-2 Arsenal for George as the other neutral. Oh, I don't know.
4-0
Last
City,
time,
bro.
but I was thinking because the last time they were in the title race, City bopped them 4-1. That's when Haaland's glorious hair came out and just he scored. I remember that game. That was a funny game.
Mesmerized by his hair because he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I don't. Even you. I haven't seen a set of
Look
hair in
who's
you in a long time.
talking.
Yeah, I haven't seen a
Wait,
set.
honey, take off that United shirt.
You have the reverse hairline, my brother. You have a reverse fade. I don't want to.
Shut up,
He-
bro. Look who's talking, guys.
So, you know
Anyways,
what? For that result, I'm going.
let's see the result.
I'm gonna go with.
Before Bunny explodes.
Bro, I'm becoming as red as my shirt, guys.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go 2-1 City.
All
And
that
then
for
that's-
2-1 City.
Because I was
2-1 City,
thinking, will Arsenal score? Will it be a high scoring game?
Okay, but
You
what
don't
have we
know.
said about thinking?
Second, I'm going 3-1 City. I think City will do it again.
Okay, that he's changed
You know what? Screw
absolutely
you.
nothing.
I'm going 4-2 City. Hold that. Go.
Can you pick something so I can put it down? Just anything.
4-2.
Just pick
4-2.
something.
4-2. 4-2 City.
4-2 to City?
Yeah, 100%. I'm going balls in. 100%. Go for deep.
Balls,
Whoa!
balls deep.
Calls it.
Whoa!
Go
Alright.
for it.
What are we doing? Is this a podcast? Is this
What did I say? I said I'm going balls in, Khon. Go ahead.
My prediction.
I'm losing brain cells, bro. I swear to God.
It's gonna be 4-1. Man
See?
City.
See, he's
Bro,
with me.
this
See, he's
guy's
with me.
tripping, bro.
It's gonna be 4-1 City. I predicted Chelsea game.
Yeah,
and I
no,
will
good
predict this
guy.
game as well.
Yeah.
I predicted the.
Oh,
what
No
game
one
did I
cares
predict?
what you
man?
predicted. I predicted the City and Chelsea game.
I'm beating you!
Good on
No,
you.
you're not.
I
You're
am.
not. So
I
you're
am,
Yeah,
man,
not.
trust.
The only
Updated.
thing you're
Updated what he's
beating is
beating.
like,
Brother, you guys are looking at last week. This week.
This
was-
week he's beating him.
yeah.
Yeah, he can't speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not. I think we're drawing. We're drawing.
Oh wow.
I'm ahead. And I don't even watch the Premier League. I'm ahead.
It doesn't matter, Khon. It
Yeah,
doesn't
no.
take. It doesn't take a whole brain cell to
Yeah,
say
but
a
that's the
scoreline.
thing. He's winning because he's not thinking. We're thinking
Exactly.
too much. We need to stop
Exactly.
Yeah,
thinking.
we're overthinking.
You know,
Okay.
I do mine for vibes. I put this one, whatever. Who do I like today? Because how do you think Australian junkies go and gamble on NRL? They go
how is this?
straight out.
How is this equivalent to Premier League football?
No,
What?
but I'm predicting. I'm predicting. That's how you.
I'm telling you, this
don't
this
overthink
podcast
it,
for
bro.
people that don't understand. Balash talks. It's
This
Balash
is the
talks.
last talk, though. This
Balash
is
talks. It's
free.
these
Yeah, yeah.
ones,
Free talking, man. It's
not
free.
these. That's
Completely free.
it's
Yeah,
inside
but it's
jokes.
entertainment, bro. People are
Yeah,
sitting there
entertainment.
listening to some
Entertainment.
stupidity straight out.
Entertainment. Sweating my head off because of this stupid keeper and that donkey up top. Anyways, guys, if you guys
Just say your
enjoyed,
crab club. Just say it. It's bad.
crab. I want crab. I want to hear it.
Crab club.
5-2 in the final against Barca.
Well, the only channel of Chelsea.
If I speak about
Chelsea.
your idiotic club,
Yeah.
anyways,
5-2. That's how many points ahead we are in front of Barca. Don't talk.
7 points.
I was second, by the way. We're first on
Are
the
you?
table. You're sixth. Yeah. Go check.
No, right now, are you 7 points ahead of Barca?
We're 7 points ahead of Barca. Go check. And it's a bad season. Don't talk about Madrid when you are sixth on the table.
I haven't
Talk
said
when you're
anything,
first.
by the way.
We haven't spoken
I
anything about Madrid.
Okay.
I
Let's
said a
go.
single
They're
thing.
They're infamous about their Champions. Let's see your Champions League table. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, we're 16.
Yeah! Shut your dumb mouth.
Andwa. 16
Alright,
first
guys,
with the
thank you
full
so much for watching. We all know that Barney is a weirdo.
Henry knows.
Hope you
Zaia'S
guys have watched every other episode.
Let us know in the comments what you think.
Yes, let us know what you guys think
Let us
and
know in
what
the
your
comments.
score prediction is, and let us know if you think Barney is a complete and utter weirdo.
Let us know if Zaya deserves to not be host next time and not to be host. I don't want Zaya on another episode.
No.
He should be banned for
Someone
like
buy
2 or
him a
3.
Barca jersey.
I want you guys to count how many times you've seen Barney in an episode. So I hope you guys see he's there. Have a good, have a good day, everyone, and like, subscribe. Obviously, comment down below what you guys think the score will be. Also, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, everything, and yeah. Also, be on the lookout for a big news coming up. But anyways, so we move on. We shall see you guys later. Peace.